So I am shooting from the house, right? I'm shooting from the house right now. Obviously, things are a little bit different. I'm still setting up my space upstairs, so I'm not at the office. But I figured I'd come home, shoot a video real quick before the kids get home, and dad life begins. But as I'm on my way home, I keep constantly getting hit with this same question, and it's always geared around employees, right? So, how do you get employees? Where do you get employees? How do you maintain employees? How do you retain employees? Like, how do you do all this stuff? And it's geared around employees. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to tell you right now. But I will say this before I say anything else. Everything that I'm about to tell you right now is 100% what I've gone through. Nothing I'm going to tell you is anything in theory. This is stuff that I actually have gone through in my own business, right? Even though we don't use a lot of employees now, the methods and everything, they still remain true. I can go, today's Tuesday, I can, start my process, get 20 applicants by Friday, and at least 3 to 5 of them is going to show up. I can have them start next Monday. So nothing really changes. The big thing is, like, how do you maintain these guys, right? So there's nothing new under the sun. Like, anywhere you choose to go when it comes to getting employees, whether you're going to go get employees from Facebook, whether it's going to be referrals, whether it's going to be from ZipRecruiter, whether it's going to be from Indeed, like, all of these places exist and you can get quality employees from these places. The trick, though, here's the tricky part. The tricky part is figuring out which one of these people that you hire is going to be the best fit for your company, and what is the best way to take them through your system to be able to even be a part of your team. So when you find someone and you say, okay, come in for an interview. They come in for an interview, they show up, they say all the right things, they answer all the questions the right way, and now you want to go ahead and extend a job offer to them. If they accept the job offer, okay, well, this job offer is going to be contingent upon a background check. So you go ahead, you run your background check, you do all of that stuff, right? Once the employee's in the door, they've gone through training, whatever your training looks like, they're out and about and they're doing their thing, right? What you did to get to that point, duplicate it, do it over and over and over again, right? Now, here's the part where people have a lot of trouble. People have trouble in maintaining their employees. So how do you maintain an employee? What I did was this. I looked at everyone's situation is a little bit different, right? Everybody's situation is not the same. So what it may take for me to keep this employee may not be the same thing it takes for me to keep this employee. Here's what I mean. This employee right here, they are a mother of 3, right? They're a mother of 3. They're 30 years old. The single mom. Their problem is more than likely going to be in the area of needing more hours, right? And they don't care when they work. As long as it's it's within reason, right? Meaning, they can't be home at like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They have to be home in enough time to still be a mom to their kids, but they need hours. They can work any day. The issue with that one is just going to be getting them hours. But if you know how to get hours, if you know how to consistently get accounts, this is not going to be a problem at all. My most senior W-4 employee is that same exact person that I just explained, except for 3 kids. She has like 4 kids, and she makes a lot of money. She has a daytime job, and then she comes to work with us at night. And she does a great job. She does a phenomenal job. She's a great employee. I've never had any problems. She does take her vacations, which you should. She does take her sick time, which she should. But when it's time for those things, and she never calls out. So when she does call out, there is no hassle, right? When it is time for her to take her vacation, there is no hassle. There is no pushback for me because I know what she's looking for. She's looking for a good amount of hours. And when she's off, she wants to be off. She wants to enjoy her free time. There are some companies, right, who will make, and this is what I've heard. There's some companies who will make the person who's calling off find their own replacement. Companies like that are the reason why they can't maintain employees. If people know, like, okay, Markets, they're not micromanagers. They're not going to come micromanage me. They're gonna lay out the expectations of things they want me to get done. It's up to me to get them done. And then of course, yes, we will go around and check them, but we're not hounding these people. We're not on them back to back. Everyone is grown, right? And when we have expectations and our clients have expectations, we rely on our workers to make sure that those things get done because our customers are relying on us to make sure they get done. So when this person wants to take time off, let them take the time off, okay? So that's that person, okay? The next person is 22 years old. 22 years old, no kids, great worker, does a phenomenal job. She does not need micromanaging. She goes in and she does the things that she needs to do, but she does not want to work Saturday. She doesn't want to work Saturday and she doesn't want to work Sunday mornings. Phenomenal worker, right? So what do you do in this situation? There's still accounts that needs to get done. Well, you can't just say, okay, because you come to work and you do the things that you said that you were going to do, which is clean, right? You just can't have every Saturday off. I tell you what, you'll get 2 Saturdays of the month off and they'll alternate, they'll rotate, but I'll give you any hours you want. We'll try to work the proximity of the accounts as close to you as possible. And then we'll go from there. We'll build from there. By being flexible with your staff, knowing each individual's needs, knowing what their wants are, knowing what their dreams are. I had a W-4 worker who never called out, didn't care when she worked, but she was a great singer. She could really sing. So there was the equivalent of like American Idol, but it was like the Hispanic version. So they flew her out to LA. This was what, 2 years ago. They flew her out to LA. She had proof, show me her Instagram, everything. They flew her out. She sang again. She went on to she made it all the way to the top, but she didn't end up getting the record contract. But this is time where it's like, okay, I'm never calling out, but for the next week and a half, I'm not going to be here. Or I'm only going to be here twice within the next 2 weeks, or I have to miss this entire week. But when I'm here, I do a phenomenal job. We can't expect as business owners to hire people and they're helping us live our dream, but we're not willing to extend the same courtesy when it comes to them. If she's going to help me reach what it is that I'm trying to reach, I can't be selfish. We can't be selfish as business owners. We have to allow people we have to not only to allow, but also to support, our staff's dreams as well. And that comes down to just having open communication. No, you always can't get every single thing you want, but I'm going to do my best to make sure that you can have as close to what you want as possible, right? So at the end of the day, it comes down to communication. Employees are humans just like us. They have their own dreams, they have their own goals, and it's our job, it's our duty as entrepreneurs, as business owners, to make our place of business comfortable, to make it a place where people actually want to come and work. So that's really just like the biggest thing. It's just putting yourself in other people's position, putting yourself in other people's shoes, and then what would you want to have done as a business owner? Now, that doesn't mean that each and every time people are going to get what they want, or just because you come with a story, a sob story, that you're going to just get what you want off top. It doesn't work that way. It's a give and it's a take. And as long as you're doing the things that you're supposed to do, I don't have no problem, extending grace to you and the things that you want to do. So that is it for today's video, guys. Like I say, in the game of business, spectators are going to watch, but hustlers get into the game so they can win. Guys, I'm always dropping jewels. Just make sure you're in position to pick them up. You do that by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Once again, my name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.